Well, the upheaval has forced thousands of families to flee their homes. More than 500,000 people had already been displaced by conflict this year before the Taliban took control. Let's speak to Sam Mort. She's Chief of Communications, Advocacy and Civic Engagement at UNICEF. Joins us from Kabul. Good to have you with us. So first of all, let's start with what's happening to all the people who've been displaced. We're hearing that literally tent cities are popping up in public places and streets and so on.
That's right. We've got around 400,000 people who have been forced from their homes all over Afghanistan, and over half of that number are children under the age of 18. So UNICEF is incredibly concerned about what's happening to those children, babies, toddlers, children with disabilities, as well as pregnant mothers. The lucky ones have got into cars and are staying with family and friends. Many others are walking. They don't know where they're going. They don't know where their next meal is coming from. And some are making it to camps. Some of the camps are more formal than others. And UNICEF is there with basic supplies, healthcare, nutrition, psychosocial protection for children who have witnessed atrocities.
Given the upheaval and the change in power that's going on, I'm curious to know, how is that impacting UNICEF? Are you able to continue with your operations?
So UNICEF has been in Afghanistan for over 65 years. We are staying. That is our message to the Afghan people. Is it easy to operate right now? No, it's not. But we're here. We have presence in all regions of Afghanistan. Our teams are talking to Taliban commanders. The Taliban has made it clear that they want UNICEF to stay in country. And what's happening at the moment is that the Taliban commanders are talking to our teams and talking to their rank and file in the different regions so that we can ensure safe passage for the UNICEF staff to go out and about and do their work, to deliver life-saving programs to women and children. The Taliban has assured us that that will take a couple of days, so we fully expect to be up and running again shortly.
Now that you're dealing with the Taliban, can you give us some sense of what your feeling is of how that relationship is developing? Is this the Taliban relationship of the 1990s? Does it look like it's getting any easier to deal with them? Just curious to know how easy it is to deal with the Taliban now.
Sure. It is standard practice around the world for UNICEF to work with all parties to conflict when it comes to helping children survive and thrive. So what I'm talking about is not new. UNICEF has been working with the Taliban here in Afghanistan for a long time. And in fact, last December, we signed a work plan so that we could ensure greater access to education for all children, including girls. We've been working in areas under their control for several years. We've been vaccinating children and, as I say, we've been expanding our education program as well. What I can tell you is that, as I said, the Taliban wants us to stay. They want us to deliver programs to their children and to pregnant mothers, and we are having constructive dialogue with them in order to do that. They have shown respect to our compounds all over the country and respect to our staff. So we are having constructive conversations with them, and we hope to be up and running shortly.
Right. How you've made it clear that actually, perhaps in a sense, this is not a whole new scenario for you. You've been dealing with the Taliban in some of the areas they've controlled for a while. How easy is it for you, particularly to execute programs that deal with women, with mothers, as well as children, of course?
I can tell you that 5 minutes before we came on air, I received a photograph from one of our staff in Kandahar in the south of Afghanistan with children, girls going to school, and he said that they had received a message to send their girls back to school. And UNICEF is incredibly uplifted by that news today. We have every hope that we can continue to build on our girls' education programs, our empowerment programs, our protection programs to keep girls out of early marriages. And UNICEF will continue to advocate with the Taliban leadership to that effect.
Okay, so that's a slight sliver of good news there and gives some hope. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you.
Malaysia's